That's me. I'm Noah. And I have a lot of emotions. I consider myself to be a highly sensitive person. That means that I have higher sensory processing sensitivity. I perceive more stimuli from the outside and the inside, and I react to them more deeply. That's Salo, my friend. And that's Jonathan. They also identify as highly sensitive people. Highly sensitive people often have a huge capacity for love. So I was curious, how does that look like when it's directed inwards towards ourselves? So I asked them about it. So how do you love yourself? What do you do?
I think I give myself time to process things. If I talk about this emotional aspect of it, I give myself time to process it. I give myself time to be separate. So I think that's how I do. And then I like on the general aspect if I talk about it, just like I love photography. I do photography, so I just go in the parks and take pictures of the nature and do that. I cook food, which I was not used to do it that much, but that's a way that I'm like taking care of my body and not only mind. I meditate. I listen like I used to actually start like listening YouTube channels like podcasts and like how they process emotions and like I'm interested in Buddhism, so I listen like a lot of things about it, like who we are and what's our purpose. And because I always struggle with that, like within these intense emotions I was like also getting lost. These emotions like got me lost within myself, and then I searched for myself. I search who I am constantly, and then constantly try to improve myself. And then family and friends are a huge part of me still, like what I mentioned earlier, like my love still goes through them, and I still try to call if they're far away. I still try to like I don't know, spend time with my friends, because this is like this gives me so much joy.
Conception of love was more unconditional. And so I did start to really think about it then, and just think about how conditional it really was. And now it's gotten a lot better. Now I make an effort of being kind to myself, almost especially when I'm not living up to some of those things. Like if I say something that's a bit nasty to someone, that's when I should still be like, Jonathan, I like you. Jonathan, I love you. And then it's also funny because I feel like I've had conversations with a couple of people about how it feels weird to say that I love myself, like reserve that word for other people. Yet when I look at my actions, I guess it's like undeniably love. If you just swap out myself for another person in that situation, try and buy myself flowers as often as possible. And it likes a bit, but since like San Francisco, try every Wednesday go and get myself a sunflower because it's my favorite flower and it just like brightens the day. Or even the way that I dress, I feel like that for me is that's an aspect of self-love. I don't have to get dressed up just to go to the first floor. I'm not doing that for anybody else. There's no fashion show. No one cares. But it's like this is my body and I deserve to like adorn my body. So just little acts like that. I think manifestation of self-love.
I have this letter that I wrote myself randomly, like in Berlin when I really didn't have like much love around me, and I wrote this like long letter about how I love myself no matter what, and I have it like on my closet with pictures of myself, and every morning when I get dressed I read it, and it's like a long letter.
That's genius.
Because I'm really a word of affirmations person, and so I just do it with myself. And I think also I think investing in meditation and in like journaling, even like making a morning routine and sports is, I didn't think it was self-love. I thought it was self-improvement. But now I realize, like, no, like, to have these skills, it just makes life better.
Yeah.
Like, more light, more open, like, less suffering, and that self-love, like, I wish that for myself. It's like, for my friends, I wish for you to be happy. I think I realized, like, I think at first I felt like more like the way that I give love myself is more like someone that is pursuing someone, that is just like the beginning, it's like still the excitement, so like the grand gestures, but like once in a while, like gifts or stuff like that. And I think more recently I realized that like that it's more love like in a long-term partnership, that it's just like just more care and like kind of involvement. So yeah, I think I realized at some point like I had a lot of self-judgment and like self-negative talk, and it was for a really long time. And then at some point I was like, I'm married to myself. Like, I cannot break up with myself. Like, it's not possible. Like, this is it, from here to the grave. So I might as well love myself. Like, I might as well make this a good relationship that is supportive and loving. Otherwise, it's not gonna change in any other way, you know?
It's joy, it's happiness, the rainbow makes you feel high. So far, you see the sky.